Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Ramadi Arani. Today, in this video, I'm going to share you an information about VARK theory and its relation with e-learning or online learning. First, I'm going to tell you what is VARK. Remember when you were in school and you had to memorize hundreds of pages of textbooks material in your head before every big test? You are struggling to read or listen to material until it's stuck in your mind, but it never works. If you ever have this kind of situation, there's must be a problem with your learning style or your learning method. Well, lucky for you, because today I'm gonna talk about learning theory, that is VARK. What is VARK? VARK is a learning style that was designed by Neil Fleming in 1987. In this model, Fleming developed a way to help students learn more about their preferences. The acronym of VARK stands for V, visual, A for auditory, R for reading or writing, and K for kinesthetic. First, I'm going to talk about V, that stands for visual. Visual learners learn by seeing. They prefer to take information using charts, maps, graphs, diagrams, and more. Using images to explain concepts and ideas is the best way to teach a visual learners. However, this type of learning style doesn't include photographs or video. Instead, visual learners learn best when information is presented using patterns, shape, and other visual aids in the place of written or spoken words. And then A for auditory. Auditory learners learn by listening. They favor the audio and have a high ability for auditory recall. Auditory learners prefer repetition, summarize, and take benefit from discussion, lectures, stories, and podcasts. These learners have a tendency to tilt their heads and use eyes movement when concentration or recalling information like this. And then R for reading or writing preference. Students who have a reading or writing preference prefer information to be presented using words. They love to read and perform well on written assignments such as stories or book reports. This preference emphasizes text-based input and output reading and writing in all of its forms. This preference of learning style is the most used by the traditional educators or teachers. And then for the last alphabet is K, that stands for kinesthetic. Kinesthetic learners learn best when they can use tactical experiences and carry out a physical activity to practice applying new information. They heavily depend on interaction within the learning environment and especially with their bodies. They will easily recall events or information attached to an experience or feelings of a physical event. They learn best through field trips like physical activity, manipulating objects, and touch. Kinesthetic learners tend to have high difficulty in sitting still and need frequent breaks when learning. They had to sit and read or listen to the teacher. They more active. They are an active students. Okay, which type of learner are you? Can you quickly recall information because you remember the way that it looks in your notebook or other place you wrote it? Do you prefer listening to a presentation or reading out loud? Are you a person who takes a lot of notes and then either rewrites the notes or make lists or create some other text-based representation? Do you need to move and interact with some type of an activity and practice while working towards learning the content? So which type are you? And then back to our topic about what is the relationship between VARK model and e-learning or online learning. Well, for me, VARK model and e-learning have a very tight correlation. E-learning system is great to use in the learning process because this system can be accessed from anywhere, regardless of distance and time. E-learning also provides pictures, audio, and video on each website, which is very helpful for visual, audio, and reading or writing learners to be able to understand and enjoy the learning process. But unfortunately, the e-learning system is not suitable for kinesthetic learners because kinesthetic learners, they like physical activity, while e-learning system requires students to sit and study only by looking at the screen of a smartphone or a computer, which is very hard by kinesthetic learners. Well, that's all for me. Thank you for your attention, and please give like and subscribe this channel. Well, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.